And the Hancock Public Schools Board appointed 2 new board trustees tonight. The board has been short of 2 members for the past week after the sudden resignations of board president Dale Kero last Monday and former trustee Steve Koskela last Tuesday. There were 8 applicants to fill the vacancies, and the board unanimously selected Emily Lancor and Taylor Paul as the board's new trustees. Their first regular board meeting is Monday.
I'm really looking forward to having this full board now, moving forward and thinking about what needs to be done, rolling up our sleeves and getting it done.
Also at tonight's meeting, the board accepted resignations of former staff and new hires for the upcoming school year.